Code coverage is a software testing metric that determines the percentage of code executed during testing. It helps identify untested parts of a codebase, ensuring that the most critical sections are tested. In the context of build and release pipelines, code coverage analysis is crucial for maintaining high-quality software and minimizing bugs. High code coverage ensures that a significant portion of the code is tested, reducing the risk of undetected bugs. It provides confidence in the code's reliability and stability, especially when making changes or adding new features. Code coverage analysis helps teams maintain a high standard of code quality and facilitates continuous integration and continuous deployment (CI/CD) practices. There are several types of code coverage, including statement coverage, branch coverage, function coverage, and path coverage. Statement coverage measures the percentage of executed statements, while branch coverage checks if all possible branches in control structures are tested. Function coverage ensures that all functions are tested, and path coverage verifies that all possible execution paths are tested. Various tools are available for code coverage analysis, such as Jacoco for Java, Istanbul for JavaScript, and Coverlet for .NET. These tools integrate with build and release pipelines to provide detailed reports on code coverage. They help developers identify untested code and improve test coverage, ensuring higher code quality. Integrating code coverage analysis into build and release pipelines involves configuring the pipeline to run tests and generate coverage reports. This can be done using tools like Azure DevOps, Jenkins, or GitHub Actions. The pipeline should be set up to fail if the code coverage falls below a certain threshold, ensuring that code quality standards are maintained. Setting coverage thresholds is essential for maintaining code quality. Teams should define minimum acceptable coverage levels, such as 80% statement coverage. If the coverage falls below this threshold, the pipeline should fail, prompting developers to add more tests. This practice ensures that code quality remains high and untested code is minimized. Coverage reports provide detailed insights into which parts of the code are tested and which are not. These reports typically include metrics like statement coverage, branch coverage, and function coverage. Analyzing these reports helps developers identify areas that need more testing and prioritize their efforts to improve overall code quality. Improving test coverage involves writing additional tests to cover untested code. This can include unit tests, integration tests, and end-to-end tests. Developers should focus on critical and complex parts of the codebase to ensure they are thoroughly tested. Regularly reviewing and updating tests is also essential to maintain high coverage levels. Achieving high code coverage can be challenging due to factors like complex code bases, time constraints, and limited resources. Some code may be difficult to test, such as code with external dependencies or asynchronous operations. Teams need to balance the effort required to achieve high coverage with the benefits of improved code quality. Best practices for code coverage include writing tests as part of the development process, using code coverage tools to identify untested code, and setting realistic coverage goals. Teams should also regularly review and update tests, prioritize testing critical code, and integrate code coverage analysis into their CI/CD pipelines to ensure continuous improvement. A case study of a successful implementation of code coverage analysis can provide valuable insights. For example, a software development team at a financial services company integrated code coverage analysis into their CI/CD pipeline using Azure DevOps. They set a coverage threshold of 85% and used tools like Jacoco and Coverlet to generate coverage reports. As a result, they significantly reduced bugs and improved code quality, leading to faster release cycles and higher customer satisfaction. Implementing code coverage analysis is essential for maintaining high-quality software. By integrating code coverage tools into build and release pipelines, setting coverage thresholds, and regularly analyzing coverage reports, teams can ensure that their code is thoroughly tested. The next steps involve adopting best practices, continuously improving test coverage, and leveraging tools and techniques to maintain high code quality in the long term.